Hello and welcome to pack number 8. Recording at the same time. Still have my cheese and biscuits from the previous one. I'll give you some proof. I did not eat it in the previous episode because I listen to ASMR, but one thing I don't like about ASMR is when they try and make it sexual, when they try and make it associated to food, and when they those two. Oh yeah, and when it's an underaged person doing ASMR. Those three, no. However, I do like ASMR, which has a lot of design and tempo in it. To like ASMR Ethereal Rift, he's very cool. ASMR GB, she's quite a forerunner for it, but I've stopped watching her recently, just because I haven't been enjoying her most recent content. And then also Goodnight Moon. Goodnight Moon's very good. So yeah, they're really good. They all put a lot of effort into their videos, and you can tell if you just watch. It's just a shame that loads of people don't watch them because of the ASMR tag. I mean, I know some people can't stand it, and I mean, I can't stand the food eating one, so I do kind of understand their point. However, just ASMR, it just clicks with me. Like The Ordinary, it just clicks with me. So yeah, that's my little rant about ASMR. Can't remember why I was doing it. But yeah, I just did it. So anyway, on to our art card. This is a beautiful art card. I don't know why I like it. It's probably the purple up here. This is very nice. I have no idea what this is. It's a shame that these art cards really... Skyclave Shade. They don't really have any market. There's no market for them. They have no value, really. But I quite like them. I do appreciate them. It's a shame. I mean, it's got this like foily gloss thing to it. I think you can see in the camera, yeah, if I get the light on it just right. Yeah, you kind of saw it in the corner there. Oh well. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. This it's a shame it has that because the Magic the Gathering cards normally don't have that. They're just kind of card, and that's kind of nice. But having a full art like that is beautiful. Anyway, we got ourselves a full art island. I'll do a little close up on it because why not? This little enclave, or I don't know what the word is. Okay, utility knife, 1 neutral artifact equipment, common. When utility knife enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Equipped 3. And hold on 1 second, I have just the thing. So yeah, token deck. First thing I think of, going back to that Narf lead thing. So 1 mana, just give something a +1/+1. And then equipped, so if you don't have any ways of getting any +1/+1s right now in your hand, but you have those cards down that give those effects if they have the token, you can move it around. So if you want to attack with something else, you just move it to that with your mana that you have left over because you've got quite a dead turn. And now that card has maybe like Trample and Death Touch because of your synergies. So yeah. Yeah, it's a utility. It's a tool, really, for that type of deck. Yeah, kind of fits its flavor pretty well. Here we are. Adventure awaits. 1 neutral, 1 green. Sorcery common. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card into your hand this way, draw a card. Good. We're all here. Let's get started. So a 2 mana Scurry 5 draw 1, basically, is what I'm seeing from that. Granted, there's a little bit more restrictions to that in the way that it's being worded, in the sense of you can only get a confirmed creature or random, so you can't get like a confirmed instry or sorcery, which is kind of what green is searching for because they want a ramp. Okay, so I would say, yeah, really depends if green has been given any other draw tools. So yeah, this is just a draw tool. It's a good draw tool if you know that your deck works off using creatures to win. Besides that, it would be kind of expensive. And I say that because for 1 more mana, the general baseline is that you draw 2 cards. I mean, I guess you're getting a scurry, you're getting like a lot of look into your deck and all that, which can be very good if you're playing with other things that organize it. So yeah, it could be good. I have a hard time judging the power level on that. Okay. Oh, we got only 2 commons. No, 3 commons. So we're going to get 3 uncommons. Okay. Spare supplies, 2 neutral, artifact common. Spare supplies enters the battlefield tapped. When spare supplies enters the battlefield, draw a card. 2. Tap. Sacrifice spare supplies. Draw a card. It's better to carry a little extra weight than to find yourself halfway down a bulbous throat with no knife. The Ral Balaged Guide. 2 mana, artifact, draw you a card instant, and then an extra 2 mana to sacrifice it and draw a card later. This is basically artifact flavored draw 2 cards baseline 3 mana. You have to pay the extra 1 mana to get that artifact flavor. What I mean by that is there'll be decks out there where if you have an artifact out on the battlefield, it will have a sort of synergy with it. So because this will be out on the battlefield until you tap it, you may want to keep it there because you may have something which will maybe stop it from sacrificing itself. That's rare. Or maybe I'll have something that'll turn the artifact into something. And so that way you've just got quite a nice, easy 2 mana draw card artifact out there already. It's a shame that it doesn't have anything that it could do. But yeah, one card which I remember, which is similar to this, was, I think it was called Alchemist's Vial, which was, I think, similar cost and similar effect, except the sacrifice let you look at the top 3 cards. Can't quite remember. But yeah, just a decent little, it's designed for artifact decks or things that synergize with it. Anyway, Goma Fada Vanguard, 1 neutral, 1 red, creature, human, warrior, uncommon. When Goma Fada Vanguard attacks, target creature an opponent controls with power less than or equal to the number of warriors you control can't block this turn. Her weapon's impressive, sure, but you should see her wield it. Gred Expedition Warrior 2/2. Warrior tribe deck, it's red, fits in with that warrior staple tribe card, which is 1 neutral, 1 white, and 1 red. Yeah, just warrior for that form of deck. Outside of that, not that useful. Outside of going for party mechanic, not that good. Outside of anything else, it's really just designed for a warrior tribe deck where all you have is building off warriors. So it's kind of narrow-minded, but where it's going, it's quite powerful. Okay. Thundering Spark Mage, 3 neutral, 1 red, creature, human, wizard, uncommon. When Thundering Spark Mage enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, where X is the number of creatures in your party. Stay away from my friends. 2/2. 4 mana 2/2, deal X damage, which most of the time will be 2. Target creature or planeswalker, so not even an opponent. I think this is pretty weak, especially because it's red. If it was 2 neutral and 1 red, different story. I think for 1 extra mana, it's a bit weak. Yeah. I guess because it's a bundle of effects, it may be a little bit more powerful. I don't see myself using this. If I had a party deck, you know what? If I was building a party deck that had the red color in, because from what I've seen, I don't believe a party deck would want red. I haven't seen anything that synergize with party that well in red yet, except for this one, of course. I would maybe consider putting 1 copy in, just as a way of like, okay, this is a unique way to answer some problems. I'm just going to put one in and take an extra copy out with something else. So yeah, nothing to like stock up on 4 copies, but something that you might want just in case it's like a unique case. Okay, we've got Ravager's Mace. 1 neutral, 1 black, 1 red. Artifact equipment uncommon. When Ravager's Mace enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each creature in your party and has menace. And it's equipped 2 neutral, 1 black, 1 red. So, it seemed weak because it's just a +2/+0, and I heavily criticized that one, which was just 1 neutral, 1 red. However, it's got menace. Now, menace means, if I'm correct on this, it can only be blocked by 2 or more creatures. So if both boards don't have a lot of creatures, this can just smash through your enemy. And because it's got the red flavor on, that can go in aggro, and because it's got the black flavor on, that's good for those ones where it just goes in and hits. It's got nice flavoring, basically. +2. Is the extra mana worth menace? I don't know. Really depends what type of decks you see. I mean, because look, if the meta was filled with token decks, this would be useless. Token decks just throw 2 tokens in to block it, and then it dies. If the meta is filled up with control decks, which barely put any creatures down, like blue control or white control, well, white control does put a few creatures down, but blue less so, then this would be good, because then they would have a tough time blocking it if they just had a wall out, which is how they're keeping up with the early game. So yeah, I mean, this is more mid-range game. It's also an artifact equipment that goes with the equip stuff, so it's hard to judge, I would say, on that one. Hard to judge. Okay, Mara Wizard. 4 neutral, 1 blue. Creature Merfolk Wizard. Uncommon. When you cast an instant, sorcery, or wizard spell, Mara Wizard gains flying until end of turn. You see a waterfall, I see a way up. Kadari Expedition Wizard. 4/3. And a land. Amara Skyfalls. Land uncommon. Amara Skyfalls. Enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, add 1 blue. The source of the Amara River sits high above Oran Reef, ever weeping on the jungle below. Kadari Expedition Wizard. So, Merfolk, good keyline. Wizard, good keyline. 4/3, decent stats. Gains flying until end of turn whenever you play an instant, sorcery, or wizard spell, and that's on a 5 mana card. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I wouldn't see myself using this, and I wouldn't consider it that powerful. I've seen Merfolk's better for Merfolk tribe deck, and for wizard decks, I think you wouldn't really want to be playing this because wizards rely more on dealing damage through other forms, not just having a big creature or big kind of thing out like this. It's not even that big, it's a 4/3 for 5 mana. Compare that to green, you could get something for 1 less mana, I believe, which made it a 6/5 after you play a land. So, ooh, what the? My camera just did a weird thing. What was that? That was very strange. I think its refresh rate just unsynced. Pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, not for me. Not for me. It does have the flip as well, which is something which I don't know about the power of yet. It may be very useful because it means that your deck has more stuff to do as time goes on. Anyway, Angel Heart Protector, 2 neutral, 1 white, creature human cleric. Common, when Angel Heart Protector ends the battlefield, target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Damage and effects that say destroy, don't destroy it. We shall preserve. 3/2. Last time I remember reviewing this, I said it was pretty weak. Now that I've come back to it, I'm taking that back and saying that it does have a place. Reason why I've changed my position is reconsidering bundling effects and how powerful indestructible can be. Imagine if you were trying to get through a card which, when it does damage to something, it gains something. Put the indestructible tag on it. They won't want to block it, but they'll have to stop the effect. yeah, it's good. Also just a good way to kind of play around on the battlefield. Still not that incredibly powerful, but more powerful than I said last time, I believe. Would I use it? Possibly. Maybe 1 or 2 copies. Not something that's 4 copies in a deck. And definitely not what I would build around. But yeah, just it's more strong than I thought it was. Okay. Tuk Tuk. Oh, it's Tuk Tuk. Tuk Tuk Rubble Fort. 2 neutral, 1 red creature wall. Common defender reach. Your creatures you control have haste. As with everything else, goblins believe fortifications benefit from as many spiky bits as possible. That is pretty cool. It's a shame it's 3 mana. Because I mean, if you put that in the goblin deck, that'd be cool. But most of the goblins I've played with, you already can get a goblin, which is a creature goblin, for roughly around the same mana that gives other things haste. I think you can get something which is a 2 mana 2/2 give goblins haste. And yes, this is creatures you control, but it's to be seen if that's useful. It's basically depends on what red creatures can you obtain in whatever set you're playing with or whatever bracket you're playing with that could really utilize that haste keyword. If it's very, very useful, this might be a place. Imagine if you had a big, big red creature on 4, 5, 6. This is out there. It's not attacking. It's just a defender. They're going to have to remove it with removal. Because you will, or maybe some tactics, just something like that. You will never block. It's a shame it's 0/3 as well for 3 mana. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like a deck scientist may find a very good position for it. Anyway, we've got Tarjuru Paragon, 1 neutral, 1 green, creature elf, rare. Tarjuru Paragon is also a cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard. Kick a 3, and Tarjuru Paragon enters the battlefield. If it was kicked, reveal the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a card that shares a creature type with it among them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I've already explained that I believe this is a very good card, a very big staple for Pie Mechanics in green, and yeah, just a decent card. Don't want to reiterate, so I mean I just did, so I'm a liar. Anyway, we've got a foil Soaring Thought Thief, 1 blue, 1 black, creature human rogue, uncommon, flash flying. As long as the opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, rogues you control get +1 or +0. Whenever 1 or more rogues you control attack, each opponent mills 2 cards. So, a mill rogue. I remember seeing a mill card before. Is mill coming back? I don't know. Mill really depends if that set has loads of other cards that have mill. Really depends. I think I said that about the other mill deck as well, card as well. But 2 mana 1/3 flash flying by itself, rogue, and also rogues get +1 +0 if 8 or more cards. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good for early game. If you had that in your starting hand, I mean that's pretty good. It's hard to get those 8 cards in the graveyard in the early game, but if you're building a mill deck, not that hard. So really, this really is something that is trying to push a mill rogue deck. So maybe that's the thing this set. And we got a construct token artifact creature, construct common 1/1. I can show you exactly which card this will be used with. Remember the previous pack if you've watched it. If you haven't, don't worry. These are just for your own leisure as always. Anyway, you would use it with the Myriad Construct. When the Myriad Construct gets targeted by a spell, it breaks into constructs. The number of constructs is equal to its power level. So this will most likely 9 times out of 10 break into 4 constructs. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, anyway, I've been waffling a lot in this one. 19 minutes. So I'll try and make the art quick. But yeah, we got a construct. We've got our mill rogue, trying to push the rogue mill deck. Got our already pretty cool party elf. We've got the wall, which is yet to be known in power level. It's got some goblins on it. Angel Heart Protector. It's a very stern face. Don't know if my camera can focus that well. No. Got that Merfolk Wizard, which I'm not a fan of. We've got the Ravenger's Mace, which I'm unsure about the power level. Got the Thundering Spark Mage, which, yeah, maybe use. The Gormafada Vanguard, definitely use in a warrior tribe. Spare supplies, so very nice. Oh, sorry, yeah, detail on the tree is very good. An adventure awaits. Actually, no, there's more cards after this. What am I on about? Why am I saying it like I'm rounding off? A utility knife. Very nice. Full island. Pretty cool. Look at that. Very nice. And then we had this beautiful full art, which I explained how nice it was earlier. So yeah, the Skyclave Shade. Okay, so yeah, that was pack number 7 or 8. It's 7 or 8. We did up to 5 on that day, 6, 7. This is 8. This is pack number 8. Should really be keeping track of that somehow. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.